Anyone home?
Mr. Tony? A moment, please. My husband is furious. He wonders how you come to know when and where to attack him so precisely.
Unless he's a fool, he'll work it out soon enough.
Perhaps we should help him. His men gossip like old women. Let's give them something to talk about.
Where are we going?
The opera.
The opera? Me? You kidding?
Don't be ridiculous, Mr. Tony. Everyone loves the opera. If you bring my car around, we can collect your tuxedo. We don't have long. The show starts very soon.
Yeah, so Tony's going to get some of that hot action with Toshiko Kasuna. Well, and I'm sure it wouldn't really come to that, but it would make for some great gossip, though, for the Yakuza fellas, that's for sure. But what we are going to be doing in this mission is heading on over to the Opera House with Toshiko, and we have to be there by 2000. So we don't have a whole lot of time to get there and also get our tux for this occasion. So there will be no stopping by any gas stations or convenience stores to pick up a prophylactic. We're just going to have to hope that the boys sink rather than swim.
Do you think I'm a bad person, Mr. Tony?
Princess, I ain't exactly a saint.
No. A saint wouldn't be much use to me.
You know, she's got a point there, because the Saints are in New Orleans. They're not in Liberty City, so if Tony was a saint, then, well, he wouldn't even be in town, so he wouldn't be able to do all these different things for Toshiko, so I think that's what she's getting at there. But on a side note, I love the return of Mr. Ben's costume shop, and that it's a costume shop and not like a proper suit or tuxedos place.
My husband is samurai, Mr. Tony. He is very strong, but very, very bad. He only married me to become Makagashira in Liberty City. He has never loved me. He prefers the company of his men. Do you understand?
When he finds out what you're doing, you know he's gonna kill you.
I do not care for life or death anymore. Only freedom.
What a relaxing worldview.
So we've got some very interesting dialogue there, as Toshiko is hinting that Kazuki might be a homosexual, and that she is his beard. And what a beard is a woman in a heterosexual marriage where the man is only in the marriage to keep up appearances to hide his homosexuality. And it's not that there's anything wrong with that. You know, if another man wants to pull down another man's slacks and then just go at it, I mean, that's their business right there. As long as they're not coming up behind me and spanking my ass, we're completely fine. But the thing that really hammers that home is when she mentions that he prefers the company of his other men. So it kind of makes me think that this Kazuki fella's probably crossed swords in a men's locker room before.
Italian blood don't mix with no Chapo blood, but it'll mix just fine on the sidewalk.
You know, I like thinking that Tony was just standing there and listening to the Forellos as they were having their exchange, just because of the way that the cutscene transitions into gameplay. It just seems like a sudden kind of thing, so I get that vibe for some reason, but anyways, that's just me. But we've just taken care of the Forellis standing outside of the Opera House, and I kind of feel bad for taking care of the Forelli that was breakdancing on top of the stretch limousine there. I mean, you know, he's just trying to shake his moneymaker and make some of that dollar make it holla, as the kids say these days, because it is that time of day here in Liberty City in which people tend to do that type of thing out in public. So, I don't know, I mean, I just feel bad a little bit for that guy, but either way, this part of the mission can be a bit difficult. I don't know, it kind of varies from attempt to attempt of doing this mission, because the Forellis that start chasing after you are just relentless fiends, you know, they're mad bastards and all that, so they try, like, crashing into you and ramming you off the road and all that, and they can really gang up on you pretty quickly, because there's, like, 4 of them in vehicles that can do all that to you, so it's best to kind of stick to the sidewalks if you want to try outmaneuvering them, because if you're driving on the sidewalk, there's a good chance that the people chasing after you will crash into lampposts and potted trees and all that. So that's just an idea, and of course you can always just get out of the stretch limousine and start shooting at the Forellis as they try running you over. And of course, like most chase enemies, they will stop when they get near you and exit their vehicle, so then you have a bit of a shootout going on. So that's another option there for you. But as we saw at the end of this mission, we have a Yakuza car that's going to spread the word of us hanging out with Toshiko Kasen, so the next mission involves us coming face to face with Kazuki Kasen, which I'm sure he'd like that quite a bit. So we'll be doing that in the next part by doing the next and final mission for Toshiko Kasen, which is called Cash in Kazuki's Chips. So until then, I will see you next time.